made it. Yes, finally, kids, we've made it. This is the BYB Insider, and I'm your host, the Big Guy, and you have made it all the way through these meaningless shows to the season finale. The series finale. The last on PowerTech Productions. Been a great 10-year run, but the run is over now, folks, as we will find out who has won the BYB Championship. We're going to find out who has won all the bowl games. All that is to come. But first, we have some business to take care of. We have a special presentation for you guys. Just a short little brief intro. We are going to show you the future of our beloved show and what is up next. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the future. What do you think about that, cats, huh? The BYB Insider redo, where we go back, all the way back, 10 years ago, and we show you the way that the show should have been in pristine HD, in similar format that you're seeing now. We are super excited about it. I think that's opener grabs the concept of what we're trying to do. Also, the launch a Bad Signal, the media platform that's going to change the game. Podcasts, telecasts, you name it, we're going to do it all on Bad Signal. Going to be fantastic. And so I want you to mark your date. The date is January 22nd. We're going to take a couple weeks off because you guys have literally just worked me into a nub. I am toast. So I'm going to take a couple weeks, recharge my batteries, and also in that time frame, there's no days off here. I'm going to be working on episode 1 of the BYB Insider redo. And episode 1 is going to be a mini 30-minute documentary on the history of the BYB. And I am going to use my platform here to reach out to all the BYBianites, past and present. I would really like for you to participate. If there's any way that I can get to you to do a few questions, interviews, I want to feature you. You deserve your voice in this documentary. Who's going to see it? Who cares? Probably nobody, because there's nobody watching this damn show either. So there you go. But it's just something to do and maybe something fun you can go back and show some people later on if you want to embarrass yourself. Because Mr. No Days Off has no days off, and we have no days off on this show. We have a bunch of business to attend to now. We need to find out who's won and who's packing the big ugly L's in the final week of season 10 of the BYB. It's bowl week, kiddies! The biggest week of the year! And we're going to start it right off, right in the gutter with the toilet bowl. So if you guys are ready, Here we go. All right, gang, here we go with the toilet bowl. And before we start, we need the proper music. Maestro! The Toilet Bowl song, performed by yours truly, and it's the 5 hard inches and Charlie Brown's Let Me Kick. Let's start it off with the inches side, and some decent scores here by Tommy, but James White and Jason Witten, yeah, in the bottom half again. Yeah, not good there. So could Charlie Brown come up with something else, or would he be taking home the hardware? Because this is the only bowl game in the world, folks, where the loser is the winner, and Charlie Brown,
bazinga,
booyah! He's going to make sure that once again he escapes, but Duke Johnson didn't help much with the big giant goose egg there.
You suck.
But Chandler Jones and Bobby Wagner comes through, and Charlie Brown, even though they got a goose egg from Tre'Davious White, it wouldn't matter as Charlie Brown escapes the toilet bowl yet again. He hit the toilet bowl stinging.
On the last play of the game.
147 to 101.5. And congratulations to Charlie Brown. He escapes the dreaded toilet bowl curse yet again. Charlie Brown's never lost one of these games, folks. And, well, as I said earlier, this is the only bowl game where the loser is actually the winner, because it's Tommy Quick once again taking home the toilet bowl. Way to go, Tommy. You're right where your season belongs, buddy. So there you have it, the toilet bowl. Tommy Quick, the loser, is the winner, and we got to make amends here on the show because last week the historian of the league kind of screwed up. I said Charlie was the one that has won the most toilet bowls. That was not accurate. Charlie has never won a toilet bowl. Or did he win? Well, he's never lost a game in the toilet bowl, so he's never took home the toilet bowl prize, but he's been in the most. How about that? So, Charlie, an unbelievable winning streak in the toilet bowl. Maybe no crap sticks to Charlie. We don't know. But we're moving on, folks, because now it's on to the 12th Annual Glass Bowl. Here we go. All right, kiddies, it's the 12th Annual Glass Bowl. And this time we're going to be putting it with the Guild and the 4-Play boys. So it's not been a great season for Jacob Workman and the 4-Play guys, but they are looking to try to end the season on a high note, and by golly,
bazinga.
Austin Eckler, Kenny Galladay, McLaurin, and Tyler Higbee was going to make sure that happened.
Yeah, boy.
As we move on down, Bosa and Kevin King and Kaimi Fairbairn.
Ding, 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 motherfucker.
Damn right. So as we flip it over to the Guild of Calamitous Intent, Michael, who last week inexplicably saved himself from the toilet bowl, tried to get another win, and Jones and Robinson and Jonnu Smith, of all people, got good scores, but Marvin Jones, bruh. Yeah, big giant goose egg there, and TJ Watt did good, but the rest of the guys, next year, Mick, 119 to 94-5, the 4-Play boys win the 12th Annual Glass Bowl. So we here at the BYB Insider salute Jacob Workman and the Foreplay Gang. They are the 12th annual Glass Bowl champions. Congratulations, Jacob. Indeed. Congratulations, Jacob. Glass Bowl champions, and he writes his name into that long list all the way back in the 40s. Like I said, you can Google it. It's really there. So there you have it. So coming into the Fruit Bowl, featuring one team on the way up and one team on the way out. Which team was going to see their way through? We're going to find that out right now. It's the 10th annual Fruit Bowl, and this puts two familiar foes against one another. It's Larry Dameron and the Six Kitties and Jared Taylor Stone Cold Locks. Let's take it over to the Six Kitty side. Yes, the suspense build as Kamara Murray and Keenan Allen is trying to keep the free-falling kitties from falling further, but Darius Slayton and Nick Bosa in turn. Yeah, not much happening here for Larry. But as we flip it over to the Stone Cold Lock side, does Jared have an answer? And in a word,
Yes.
Michael Thomas, Devontae Parker, and George Kittle.
Boom shakalaka.
Indeed, and as we pivot down to the bottom, the rest of the guys came up with some mediocre scores there. But all in all, it really didn't matter as Jared sends Larry to his second straight defeat. 110.5 to 92.5. Jared takes the Fruit Bowl.
Bazinga.
Indeed, and we at the BYB Insider salute Jared Taylor, the two-time former champion. This year, not a great season, but he salvages it somewhat with a Fruit Bowl. Indeed, Jared, congratulations on a wonderful victory. Salvages the season in a big-time way. More on that here in a second on the follow-through here. But we're going to move on and finish out the consolation bracket. It's the Salad Bowl. Here we go. And we've come to the 12th annual Salad Bowl. And this one for 5th place puts the Detroit Shockmasters and the Turn Down for Watt boys head-to-head. Let's dive inside the box scores to the Watt side. Thomas is on a rebound, and he's trying to keep it going here. And Drew Brees and Devontae Freeman. Yes, sir.
And Julio's dynamite.
Speaking of dynamite, though, Dalvin Cook, DeAndre Hopkins, and DJ Moore.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
And Roquan Smith also. And the bottom half, not much going on there. And as we flip it over to the Detroit side, could the Shockmasters come up with an answer? And in a word, Mahomes, Gordon back in it, Saquon Barkley.
Boom shakalaka.
No doubt about it, and as you come to the bottom, the story remains the same. DeMario Davis and Harrison Bucker blowing up the scores, and the Detroit Shockmasters walk off with a laugher, 171.5 to 113.5. And we here at the BYB Insider salute Brian Baisden, the 13th annual, not 12th, Salad Bowl winner. And we pick up these comments from Brian himself.
Oh, one second.
Oh, what am I doing?
I'm just enjoying my free salad. You know, 5th place and all.
5th place.
It's
Well, what can I say?
You suck.
What can we be really upset about? 11 wins?
Nobody's ever done that before.
And not
You
make playoffs.
suck.
So yet another wonderful first by the fine people of Detroit.
Michigan fidget spinner. Can't beat that.
And the Southern Bowl championship.
No.
Not a bad season at all. Except the fact of knowing that if I had the luck of the draw from the beginning and landed in a different division, I would probably be standing before you now a 4-time BYB world champion, as I outscored everybody in the playoffs both rounds, as I knew I would. But what can you say? Some guys have all the luck, Rod Stewart. Speaking of luck, hats off to Josh Workman. An awesome achievement to be in the multiple owners club. No small feat considering how tough this league is to win at all. So congrats to you, Josh. Well deserved. Fantastic season.
But with that said,
Know this, BYB Nation, the fine people of Detroit, we will be back. Just like we were making Thunderbirds back in 55, we're going to be making world titles again, and we will ascend to where we all belong, on top of the heap, just like the Thunderbirds. We will soar above the clouds and dominate everything we see. So with that said,
I'm going to dive back into my
my salad. We'll see you next year.
Was there 2 spoilers in there? Spoiler alert! That's right. Word coming out of Detroit is that the Shockmasters in season 11 will be no more. Brian Basden announcing on Facebook that he is changing up the team name. They will be now known as the Detroit Thunderbirds, paying homage to his dad's favorite car and also to a kick-ass Bob Seger song. So we'll definitely look forward to seeing the Thunderbirds next season, and hopefully the name change, which Basin has done a few times in this league, won't negatively affect him as it always has. So that does it for the lower tier. So now we move into the champions bracket. And now we're going to separate the nitty gritty. But before we hand out hardware, there's a little bit of business called the Consolation Bowl that we got to get to. Here we go. And so we have made it to the Consolation Bowl. The 2 guys who unfortunately last week couldn't get over into the big dance. So here's the mini dance. And we're going to dive inside the box scores and start with the Cardiac Kids. You know, it's rookie hazing here in the BYB that we don't mention rookies' names during the first half of the show. But you have to give it up to the Cardiac Kids. They're not rookie scoring here, even though Derrick Henry ended up with a goose egg, because Julio's down by the schoolyard with 27 points.
Bazinga.
But the rest of the guys at the bottom, they kind of left it a little bit mediocre. The door is open, and could Beaver get through the door and end his losing schneid in the upper tier? No! Not even close. Even though Ezekiel Elliott and Sterling Shepard tried, but David Njoku, yes, not doing good, and you make it down here to the bottom, and it's all the way out through the bottom, and the losing streak continues for Beaver as the Cardiac Kids take it 110-76, and we at the BYB Insider salute Adam Wooten. There it is, buddy. You got your name mentioned. You are the Consolation Bowl champions, and we salute you, kind sir, on a job well done in a superb opening season. Adam Wooten, you made it, buddy. You made it through the hazing. You now have your name mentioned on the show that nobody watches. Congratulations on the up and up. So now we have arrived at the magical moment. The moment where everything is going to be decided. It is the BYB Championship game. The prize, the pageantry, the theme music. You only hear this song once a year, and it's for this game. Whew. Can barely contain my excitement, folks, because this is the most wonderful time of year where the BYB crowns its champion. So here we go without further ado. It is the 2019 BYB Championship game.
It's time!
Here we go. And here we go, kids. The granddaddy of them all. The BYB Championship game, the Revolution E15. Let's start it off on the Revolution side, and Lamar Jackson, Aaron Jones, and Dallas Goedert came to play.
It's over 9,000!
But unfortunately, that middle part there, boys, that is concerning. It's not looking good, folks. And as we pan down to the bottom, though, Donald Payne trying to pick them up a bit. Aaron Donald and Jesse Bates, and even the kicker, Matt Gay, kind of came through with some decent-looking scores here. So the job was not going to be simple for Josh Workman, but could the A-team come through in the clutch? And Josh with everything on the line, and in a word,
Yes! Yes!
Ryan Fitzmagic!
Kaboom!
Christian McCaffrey!
Kaboom!
Tyler Boyd!
Kaboom!
Who? Rashard Perryman!
Kaboom!
Big time scores here, and as we take it down to the bottom half of the section, it looks a little mediocre, but mediocre schmediocre.
Kaboom! Boom shakalaka!
And Josh Workman comes through in the clutch. He is your 2019 BYB World Champion. 160 to 137.5 for Josh. It is his second BYB title, and we at the BYB Insider are proud and honored to congratulate Josh Workman.
Yeah, boy!
Your 2019 BYB World Champion. Congratulations, Josh. Well deserved, sir. And there you have it. Josh Workman. He is going to etch his name once again on Dina. Congratulations, Josh, again. Fantastic season, and what a great season it truly was this year. And it was truly my honor to bring back the show and to be able to record for posterity through all the skips, bumps, and everything else that the internet wanted to throw at me, and through screw-ups and everything else.
It's official. You suck.
Not today, because this show was awesome. Freaking A. Right on. We are excited about the future here, and just in case you missed it earlier, We're going to show it one more time. The future, it is Bad Signal. So how about that, man? That gets me a little emotional because you know what, man? It's going to be a great thing. I'm looking so forward to taking you guys back to season 1 where it all began and telling the story of this league as it should have been told way back then, and sharing hopefully some cool stories about how the show came to be and the trials and tribulations that we suffered to bring this show to you. Because it's been a long haul. It's been a long 10 years. And it's been truly one of my greatest works. And been one of my greatest honors as well to bring this show to you. So to put a nice little neat bow on this episode, we need to find out how everything stacked up, kids. Final standings. Let's take a look. And as we got inside the final standings here, Josh Workman, who lost the 1 seed on the very last day heading into the playoffs, came in as a 4. He exits your BYB champion. And big moment here. The rookie hazing is over for Dwayne Williams. Dwayne in the Revolution entered in as the 2 seed, finishes as the 2 seed. A spectacular opening campaign for you, Dwayne. Congratulations on a great season. Adam Wooten, the other rookie, he came in as the 1, but unfortunately lost his first round game. Rebounded in the bowl game, the Consolation Bowl. And Beaver, hard luck, way to go, buddy. Somebody had to lose too, and it was you. And we go down to the 5th place there in the Consolation Bowl. Brian Basden, Shockmasters, entered 5, left 5. Thomas Atkins came in as the 7th seed, exits as the 6th seed. But here's the biggest mover of them all. It's Jared Taylor, Stone Cold Locks. Came in as a 10 seed and made it all the way to 7 with 2 big victories. Congratulations, Jared. Never let it be said that the consolation games don't mean anything in the grand scheme of things, because it could turn a lousy season into a semi-lousy season. And then you have Larry Dameron, who proves that the consolation bowls really, really do make a difference if you lose 2 of them as well. He entered in as a 6th seed, exits as the 8th. Hard way to go there. And Jacob came in as an 8, leaves as a 9, is with a 1-1 mark. The same for Michael Evans. Fought his way out of the toilet bowl game, but lost his bowl game, lost the class bowl, and ends up in 10th spot, but he still makes up 1 place. And then you got Charlie Brown, came in as a 9 and leaves as an 11. He escapes the toilet bowl, but Tommy Quick, yes sir, down the bowl swirling. So there you have it. The season and this series finale on Pyrotech is now in the rearview mirror. I'm going to take a nice break here, and then it's right back to work. Because we're not done. Not by a long stretch of the imagination. We got a lot of work ahead of us, and I really, really hope you guys participate in this, because in the end of the day, it's your league too. And I can't tell the story by myself. That's kind of boring. I think all of us together should tell the story of this league. So from the bottom of my heart, reach out to me. Whatever it takes to get to you, we will do it. Because I really want to tell this league in a classy story the way that it should be done. But that's enough pleading and begging for me. I'm done. I'm out of here. So from all of us, and yes, it's still going to keep its name, the beautiful Pyrotech Studios here in Madison, West Virginia. Game over, yeah! You heard him.
It's official. You suck.
Pierre Garcon. Douchebag Evans treasure.